Hey, Soundwave here, and today I'm doing a video on Transformers Wolf Cybertron Trilogy Siege Voyager Soundwave. So here he is in his ship mode, and it's very obvious that it's not his original alt mode. Like Ravage and Laserbeak in my last Transformers video, his original mode isn't very modern, it being a cassette recorder and all. I do really like this mode though. I feel people get too hung up on alt modes needing to fit the character. That would of course be better, but I don't feel it's necessary, as long as the alt mode looks good. I know some people don't like how this looks, and fair enough, I can understand that. This tiny window would suggest it's an enormous vehicle, and yet it's not much larger than a car. There's some nice paint on this guy. This large silver section in the middle, the vents on the thrusters themselves. There's this yellowish gold box on the back with the Decepticon symbol in the middle, these red stripes at the bottom. The sides have these yellow and pink circles on this silver section, as well as these yellow and black sections. Would have been nice if these circles at the front were painted. They could have painted those instead of all this silver battle damage. I'm not a fan of the battle damage that was put on many of the Siege figures, and this guy is probably the worst. There are 4 accessible 5mm ports in this one, and they're all on the thrusters. One on the top, one at the back. You can use the 2 on top to store 2 of his 3 accessories, and they are incredibly tight. The other accessory can be stored on the side. That looks pretty bad. Each landing gear has a 3mm port, so you'd think it'd be compatible with blast effects. No. There are 2 stand ports, one on top here, which is for robot mode, and one underneath here. For comparison, here is Earthrise Optimus Prime, another Siege Voyager, Megatron, as well as the rest of the Decepticon quartet, Covert Agent Ravage, G1 Ravage, a Lego minifigure, my previous Transformers video, Siege Ravage, and Laserbeak, and Earthrise Optimus Prime. Full transformation. Start by splitting the bottom open, grabbing the whole back section and move it down on this double hinge. Take this top panel and move it down. Fold this in. Fold in the thrusters. Fold up the arms. Fold down the arms. Flip out the head. Collapse the backpack up. Come to here and fold these panels down. Split this. Turn these around. Fold these panels up. Flip out the feet. Fold this panel in and fold that down. Take these landing gear. Fold them back. Fold these landing gear up. Rotate the arms. And flip out the hands. And there is Soundwave in his robot mode. And this guy looks awesome. Not super show accurate. He's a bit too dark. These circles on the legs shouldn't be here, though I do quite like how they look. And his eyes are the toy colours rather than the show colours. Light piping. I personally don't have a preference between the two, but I know some people will hate it. The Netflix one has the show eyes and the legs are a bit more accurate, but it's still a bit too dark. The rest of the head looked phenomenal. Really captures the character. My lighting is awful, really drowning out some of the colours, so I'll probably keep it like this for the video. All the battle damage carries over to this mode, and I just really don't like how it looks. I can live with it. I don't feel the need to get the legacy one, but I do think it looks better. Even though he doesn't turn into his cassette recorder mode, he still has the buttons on his crotch. He also has quite a bit of kibble. There's the backpack and the landing gear next to it and underneath the arms. You can flip out the landing gear to use them as weapons, but I guess you could do the same with the backpack, but it doesn't really work. The cockpit ends up on his butt, and there's the stand port right above it. There are quite a few 5mm ports on this guy. Of course, there's the previously mentioned ones on the thrusters, now on the back, but now 2 on each arm have been revealed, as well as 1 on the side of each leg, 1 on the bottom of each foot, and due to transformation, there are 5mm pegs on the back of each leg. There's also this 5mm port on his shoulder for his cannon. This looks so good. It's got these red stripes going all the way around it. It would have been great if the inside was painted too. There's of course his weapon, which looks incredibly similar, as they're both supposed to represent batteries, but if you push on the back, this will come out, and then you just click it into place. Now it's a gun. It also has the red stripes. I got this second hand, so this is really loose. You can plug these 2 guns together, though it's kind of tight. His last accessory is this gun. It can fold open. He didn't have this in the cartoon or the toy, so why does he have it? It's for Megatron. The bit on the top isn't just to tab into vehicle mode. It's to represent Megatron's shoulder thingy from the cartoon. It doesn't have anywhere specific to go in alt mode. I like to flip out the hand and put it in there. 5mm port on one end, 3mm peg on the other. His hand is sculpted to have his finger out slightly. That's so you can have him push the button on his shoulder. Press it and the chest opens. This is where Ravage and Laserbeak come in. In their armored plating mode, they can fit in one at a time into Soundwave's chest. Sound Blaster can fit 2. Really bad. G1 Ravage cannot fit. Now that I explain this gimmick, it doesn't sound all that fun. It's cool, alright, I just don't know how to explain it, so it sounds like it. Also, yeah, there are a bunch of other figures that can go inside his chest. There are slots in his arm that Laserbeak can rest on. Not securely, though. Oh, he looks good with these 2. I need more. Most of the paint has travelled over to this mode. For articulation, the head is on a ball joint, the arms can go all the way around, and this far out. Double elbow bend, bicep swivel, wrists can go inwards, waist swivel. If you unconnect the body, you can get an ab crunch. If you move the skirts out the way, you can get all the way forwards, and this far back, as well as this far out. Thigh swivel, knee bend, ankle tilt, and the shoulder cannon is on a swivel, as well as an up and down. Pretty average posing, nothing bad though. For comparison, here is Earthrise Optimus Prime, another Siege Voyager, Megatron, as well as the rest of the Decepticon quartet, Covert Agent Ravage, G1 Ravage, a Lego minifigure, my last Transformers video, Siege Ravage, and Laserbeak, and Earthrise Optimus Prime. He does actually have another mode, his original Cybertronian mode from the first episode of the G1 cartoon, the lamp mode. So to transform it, you're going to want to start by pulling off the shoulder cannon, opening the backpack and putting the head back, fold the fists away, fold up the backpack, flip the arms back, turn them round, and there are these little slots in the arms that will go into these pegs. or that these pegs will go into. And that's basically it. You can fold away the feet or tab the legs together, but from what I've seen, this seems to be how it's supposed to be done. I wouldn't be too surprised if at some point we get a Studio Series 86 Soundwave using a new mold, like what happened with Ironhide. If that does happen, this guy will basically become obsolete. But until then, this is a really fun figure. But that's about it for this video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. My links in the description. So I guess that's Salut BC out. Big turret next time.